Hello everybody, my name is Upajin, and welcome back to the mess that is my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Warlocks this week, because they have a healing build, and I freaking love it. So, obviously, we all know the combos, Speaker Sight, and No Hesitation, the Don't Die gun, and it's honestly a lot of fun. I always have fun with Warlock healing builds, although Warlock support builds haven't been the best in past years, for many reasons, but I still think they're very good. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so first things first, I actually want to talk about the subclass first. So, for the subclass, we're going to be using the new Super Song of Flame, because it's just freaking amazing, right? And then, for our abilities, we have Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Celestial Fire, and Healing Grenade. Healing Rift is just a preference. You can go Phoenix Dive if you really want to. Then I have Icarus Dash and Hellion. If you really want, you can go Heat Rises, and I'll show you that in a second for one reason. So, for our fragments, we have Ember of Benevolence, Ember of Torches, Ember of Singeing, and Ember of Ashes. Did I say that right? Benevolence? Yeah, I did. Okay. Now, for our exotic, because before I forget to mention it, is the Speaker's Sight. Now, what makes this exotic so much better than the rest are two things. One, your Healing Grenade will spawn a restorative turret, and healing allies occasionally spawn an orb of power. And in this demonstration I'll show you, once I find somebody, you'll see what I mean for why this is so helpful, and so much better than the rest. For the mods of choice, we have Solar Harmonic Siphon, we have a Dynamo and a Hands-On, we have a Grenade Kickstart, Impact Induction, and Fastball, 2 charged up mods, a Better Already, Recuperation, and Stacks on Stacks. You can change out Better Already for Invigoration if you want to for more grenade generation, 2 Bombers, and a Utility Kickstart. So we can either use our class ability and spend armor charges, or our grenade and expend armor charges. One of the two works. It's up to you if you want to get rid of one or the other. For the weapons that we're actually going to be using, it's not going to be Lumina, but I just have it on. Usually I'd be using Scatter Signal or something just for a little bit of damage. Scintillation, because I have... Wait, this isn't even my good scintillation. Well, either way, I use this for my damage. And then, obviously, our Pride and Joy, the No Hesitation. Now, why this is so good is it's basically like an auto rifle that's Lumina, but it's not.
Huh?
So I decided to go with Physique, which gives you restoration for a good duration, and then attrition orbs, just that I can spawn and overpower. Now, why I didn't go with Circle of Life, that's really because I like the orb generation. That's really it. If you want Circle of Life for the 25% damage buff, then you can go ahead with that. But for me personally, I like orb generation. I like the orb generation part of it, so that's what I'm going to go with. Alrighty, well, I'm going to test a couple things here myself, and we'll actually confirm things for you guys here and right now. Unfortunately, though, I don't have anyone to rework with right now, but I have my alt accounts.
Sup, Chuckle? You miss me?
And apparently, it's become sentient.
Damn straight, motherfucker. I'm back from the dead.
Okay, well, you ready to do this thing?
What the f do you think?
I'll take that. Okay. Well, alright, I'll take that. Go ahead and hit that wall. Thank you very much. So, with the Speaker Sight, you can actually spawn orbs, but there's certain conditions you have to do that in. So, as you can see, when Apple's in here, gets the critical health, and you heal him, you spawn an orb. And then, once again, if you do it with Lumina, now when he goes critical health again, if you do it with Lumina, you will also spawn an orb. So Speaker Sight is when they are critical health and you heal them, you'll guarantee yourself an orb. Then, as so, when he try to heal him, when he starts hurting himself again, another orb will spawn with the healing turret. Maybe. I think we saw it earlier. Yeah, see, there it is. So basically, they can't be full health when you do it. They have to have some damage taken in order for it to work. So that confirms that for you. Okay, you're good to go.
Oh, finally I can leave this piece of shit place. What kind of dump do you go into anyways. Oh my
There he
god,
goes.
this is awful. I'm out.
Off into the sunset.
Fuck this shit.
Well, that took forever. I think he's mad because I cut his content. Now, my thoughts about this build are very simple and very easy to say. This build is amazing. This auto rifle is one of the best support weapons in the game, and in the speaker sight, one of the best support exotics in the game now. So basically, this whole support build is the best, I quote, healing build in the game, right? Healing, nothing else besides that, right? So I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and it's kind of like my little rant for this. So obviously we have this healing build, and that's what a lot of people use nowadays. But then they forgot about old reliable, right? And it makes sense why they got rid of it. So the combination I'm talking about is the Lumina and Boots the Assembler combo, right? I just put this on. It's not the drip I want to have on it, but I just want to talk about this for a second. So, Boots the Assembler, what it does is when you stand in a healing rift, it will create Noble Seekers that'll heal allies. When I stand in an empowering rift, it'll create Seekers that give you and my allies a damage bonus. And then once it finds my allies, my rift it becomes extends its duration, and then provides a moderate effect for airborne effectiveness for Lumina. That's not really any important, but this whole thing is what's important. So this has just become completely obsolete in terms of this new healing build, right? So it's kind of sad to see. Like, you can still use this build, but it's if you don't have speaker sight, no hesitation. And even the Phoenix Protocol build, right? Well is dead, as we all know. I mean, you could use this if you didn't have any other options, but I think you get Song of Flame pretty easily, so I don't really see that being a scenario for that, unless you're a free-to-play player. I don't know how that works out as a free-to-play. I might have to figure that out one day. But back to what I'm talking about. Phoenix Protocol build, dead. But there are still other builds that aren't just for healing. You could put healing on them just for the sake of it. For example, we have the Cenotaph Mask Infinite Ammo build, right? So here's what I have on it, nothing out of the ordinary from the video I made on it a while back. So here's the whole thing about it, right? This is an ammo economy build. So you put on like a trace rifle, you get the heavy ammo for your allies, you get the special ammo for yourself, rinse, repeat, and just always be able to make ammo for your team. And it's worked out pretty well, especially in the witness fight. You put on, what's it, the shield breaker charge mod? Yeah, you put this on with a void machine gun, and you can just absolutely crank out special ammo and even heavy ammo when we're killing the subjugators. So this build is still very good for a lot of different encounters in the game, right? But this is not particularly a healing build. I mean, you could put on no hesitation with a strand or stasis trace rifle, but I don't think it would really work out that well in terms of just the healing factor, I mean. But then there comes the healing turret and super combo. Now let me show you that real quick. Alrighty, so I think this is the perfect place to do it. So as you can see, I have Song of Flame on, and I have Heat Rises on. So I pop my super, and when I consume my grenade, I am now able to just constantly make healing turrets. And it's pretty funny, actually, that you can do this. I discovered this a little bit ago. I think I saw it from a short or something, but yeah, you can just have like 5 turrets out at the same time, and it's just really funny to look at. Now, unfortunately, it does require your super, and you could also just, do it normally and spawn a turret, but it's really funny you can do it in your super. So that's another option if you want, but like I've been saying, because I'm talking like a broken record here, you have to use your super in order to spawn multiple turrets. But hey, you could become a walking well, so that's fun. So all in all, the healing build is really good. It's really amazing. Though I wish that Boots the Assembler, even though I really do enjoy using those exotics, I wish it had a buff of some kind. I don't know what they could do with it, what they would have to do to it to make it somewhat more viable. But that's just my opinion on the matter. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and if you have any build suggestions, I'd be happy to hear them down in the comments down below as well. So, that's all I got for this. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.